Hey sunshine, welcome to Friday morning on my balcony. I've had a pretty interesting week and I have some potentially fun plans for the weekend, so I thought it'd be fun to vlog a bit. So Monday and Tuesday, I just worked on getting the video ready for this week, which was, if you haven't seen it yet, it was a review on some Paper House stationery, some pens and markers that they sent me. It was really fun to test out a bunch of new stationery, but I have to admit it was not the most exciting video to make. I thought that part of these vlogs could also become me showing you more of the reality of what it's like behind the scenes of being a small YouTuber. I've seen lots of people do sort of behind the scenes videos and stuff, but I don't know if it's just what I've seen. It's usually people that are a little bit more established, and I mean, this has been already a year-long journey for me, and I'm still a really small channel, so I just thought it might be interesting or maybe even helpful to see kind of what the journey looks like pretty much from the beginning. One thing I've learned recently as my channel starts to grow, which by the way, I have over 3,000 subscribers now, so thank you, is that a lot of small companies that I've never heard of before will reach out to small YouTubers and offer them either discount codes or free products to make a video about their company or their product. At first, of course, it seems super flattering. I was so excited to start getting these emails, but coming from a marketing background, if you don't already know, I am a graphic designer by trade. I just realized that all they're doing is they're using small YouTubers to get free advertising, which is not necessarily a bad thing. They're a small company and they're helping a smaller YouTuber become more established by having like product reviews, which makes them look a little bit more legit. And some of them even offer affiliate codes and stuff, which actually allows the YouTuber to make a little bit of commission if someone actually buys the product that they recommended. I think my only personal issue with it is that as more of a minimalist, I first of all don't want a bunch of products, especially if it's things I'll use once and then I don't have a use for, then it becomes just clutter in my house. And then secondly, I would really never want to work with companies that I don't really love and believe in, because I wouldn't want to lose the trust of my subscribers by recommending something that maybe isn't great. Now, when it came to Paper House, it worked out fine because I really did enjoy the pens, and it also worked well with the content of my channel because I could make a bullet journal spread using the stationery that they sent me. So it was on theme and it worked out. That being said, the lesson I have learned with seeing what other types of companies have reached out to me is that I just need to remain critical about what I actually decide to recommend to my subscribers, because I just want to be honest. That's the gist of it. Anyways, this is just sort of the stuff that I've never heard anyone talk about before. Like when you're just starting out, I wanted to share this little bit of the journey with you in case it's interesting or in case it's helpful. Anyways, that was a ramble. So flashback to Wednesday, which was Canada Day. And as much as I enjoyed hanging out with my friends in the park all day, I think it's wildly important to remember who this land belonged to before the settlers showed up and claimed it as their own. So to celebrate my country today, I'll be donating to a few charities that support Indigenous and First Nations in Canada. If you felt like doing the same, I'll have some info in the description below. Oh, and happy 4th of July to my American friends as well. So right now I'm just chilling on my balcony. I'm going through part of my new morning routine, which is to pull a single tarot card and then reflect on it in my journal. I found that it's been very helpful to me to have a jumping off point to journal about, because otherwise I fall into the habit of just reporting on the events of the day previous. And as much as that can be fun to go back and look at, it's not what I want to get out of my journaling practice. I want to be able to reflect on my feelings. So now that my morning routine is done, I am on to the more exciting part of my day. If you watched the last vlog, you would have seen that I dyed my hair a more natural color so that my roots would blend a little bit better while they were growing out in lockdown. And approximately one day after I posted that video, my stylist contacted me to let me know that salons had an open date and that she could book me in a couple weeks. So we're going to say goodbye to this natural brown color and say hello to what is more natural to me. On that note, did you want to see a magic trick? Wait a second, how did we get here? That is how my hair turned out. So what we did is obviously bleached the growth that I had during the quarantine, bleached my roots, did color remover on the rest of my hair because I still had that brown color mask in it. And then we reapplied purple and this beautiful bluish green to the rest of it. And the only other difference from before is that we darkened the colors a little bit because the color remover did not remove all of the brown, so we had to try to cover that up. The other thing is that we shifted the color split over a little bit so that I would have purple on both sides instead of it being an exact half and half split. Yeah, that's how that turned out. So I spent the whole of Saturday lounging in various parks and eating entirely too much hummus and drinking too much beer and kombucha. And then suddenly it was Sunday. After months of my partner and I working from home in this crowded and cluttered environment, I just seriously had to change things up. Part of the reason this room is in such a terrible state right now is because I started taking everything off the shelf the other day, but then I didn't get time to continue. So the plan was to clean the entire room, then rearrange all the furniture to see if I could come up with something that works better for us, since it looks like working from home is going to be the reality for the foreseeable future. So this is the halfway point. I've got things sort of tidied up a bit, and now I have to figure out how I actually want to move stuff around. One of the big problems I have with the current setup is the cords running across the floor right where I walk all the time. I've tripped more than once. So I want to contain all the computer stuff to the back of the room. And just a quick reminder of what the room looked like before. And voila! This layout gives my partner and I a bit more of a workspace feel and is definitely much cleaner than it was before. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for the past couple days, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.